All right, people. LegalLevelRadio.com, right here, coming at you. I've been watching some recent videos. Some really cool videos on. I'm not even gonna mention the channel right now, but yeah, I've had a couple of beers, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there right now. But there's been some talk about Fedor Emelianenko fighting June 6th or something like that, fighting June whenever. But a lot of people are making comments. Oh, Fedor should fight Arlovsky. He should fight this guy. He should fight that. Okay, you know what? Fedor is basically M1's in charge of Fedor. Okay, he's not going to fight in Super Fight League unless Super Fight League wants to co-promote with M1 Global because it's the only thing M1 Global will do. And M1 Global, just like said 5-6 years ago, M1 Global is going to fucking ruin Fedor's career because he's going to. I mean, everybody wants, including myself. Everybody wants to see Fedor fight. They want to see him fight a good fighter. They want to see him fight. A good opponent. At least a notable opponent. That's understandable. I mean, but there's okay. Number one, there's one thing I want to say real quick that points kind of to the negative when it comes to that with him fighting a notable fighter. Fedor Emelianenko's been in Pride since when? I mean, I can't even tell you the exact year. What was it, 97, 98, something like that? I mean, I don't know the exact year. But I know it's right around 97, 98, 99, somewhere in there. Put that all together, man. We're in 2012. Dude, this guy has been fucking in wars for eons, and years and years and years. Your body can't take that. You can't do that. And he's what? He's 33 or 34, I believe. I know he's right around there. But probably with him being as active as he has been, he may as well be 37, 37, 38. You know what I mean? It just, having that kind of wear and tear on your body, and we've seen him in some rough fights. If you guys go back to some of those fights, 2002, 2003, I mean, anywhere. I mean, yeah, Fedor comes out winning, but there's a lot of fights where he's getting dropped on his head, getting dropped on the back of his neck, getting rocked by. There's a fight where he, I don't remember who it was exactly. Somebody rocked him, totally rocked. Tsuyoshi Kusaka totally rocked him. He tied him up and ended up finishing the fight with submission. I think it was a submission anyway. But Fedor's been in some wars over the years, a lot of wars, and you can't just keep doing that over the years and over the years and over the years, especially being with M1 Global. M1 Global, Fedor Emelianenko is M1 Global's answer. M1 Global, they're not going to get real far outside of Russia, which they already have, but they're not going to reign really strong outside there, in my opinion, without Fedor Emelianenko. I mean, hopefully they got Fedor signed up for a commentator spot or something for down the road, because right now, what was this last fight? And I'm not sitting here trying. This is not a Fedor rag session. I'm not ragging on the guy. The guy's had an amazing career, man. But what is he? Damn near. I mean, right now he's at the 20-year point. 97. No, excuse me, not 20-year point. Probably a 20-year point with what he's been doing, Sambo championships, crap like that. Probably since he was a young, very young guy. But that's wear and tear on a body too. So his 15-year career in MMA, that just beats up on you. Think of guys like Randy Couture, Chuck Liddell. You know what I mean? It wears and tears on you, beats you up. Fedor's been through rougher wars than Liddell and Couture, in my opinion. And he's come through them, unscathed. But you can't do that forever, man. A lot of these people that comment on a lot of these videos. Oh, I want to see Fedor. I want to see him face JDS. It's not going to happen, man. There's two reasons why it's not going to happen. M1 Global will never be able to co-promote with UFC because UFC Dana White will never fucking have that. It will never happen. People need to stop talking about it. It's not going to happen, man. It's like assless chaps at a biker party. It's not going to happen, man. Okay, it's just not going to happen. M1 Global plus UFC will never fucking happen. So we can stop saying the Fedor thing in UFC, so it's just not going to happen. So it's over. It's done with. Let's stop talking about Fedor being in the UFC. Fedor fighting JDS. Because that's not going to happen. And if it did, I wouldn't be surprised if Fedor got mopped up. I mean, JDS would mop fucking floor with him. 10 years ago? 5 years ago? Probably not. No, probably not. Fedor Emelianenko was amazing at finding ways around guys' strengths. Guys like JDS. JDS is amazing boxing and can stick on you and stick on you. And come on. What do you think of Silva? What's the guy that beat him in Strikeforce? He was the last guy to beat him in Strikeforce, I believe. And then right before that was Fabricio Verdum. Verdum submits him. The very next fight, Antonio Silva beats him down. First time we ever saw Emelianenko get his ass whipped. I mean, to finish. So it's just proof that you get that much wear and tear over that many years. You guys, minimum, 16, probably 17-year career. If you want to include way back, Sambo days, stuff like that, probably a lot more. I don't know. I'm not sitting here saying that I'm a, know all everything about Fedor. I don't, but I know he's still does Sambo championships, Sambo competitions, whatever, and exhibitions, all kinds of stuff. But Fedor Emelianenko will not be in UFC. He will not fight JDS. He will not fight Frank Mir. He will not fight. I mean, unless they're 60 years old and doing an exhibition and sitting down with a couple of scotches afterwards and laughing about it. It's not going to fucking happen, man. It's not going to happen in mainstream MMA. It's not going to happen. So we can put all that shit aside. Fedor's last fight. I don't remember the guy's name. I probably should have looked it up before the video. My bad. I'm pretty sure the guy was in high or like 185 area. Give me a fucking break, man. Give me a fucking break. Seriously? Fedor is probably at least on a heavy day 240. On a light day 225, 220. 185? I mean, come on, man. Seriously? So, and this is not, like I said, this is not a video to sit here and rag on Fedor Emelianenko. It's a video to point out the fact that the guy's career is over. And even more so over because of M1 Global. M1 Global has to use his star power right now because they're hanging on for dear life. M1 Global has some shows going on here and there, stuff like that, and they're pretty good. And they've had older shows shown on certain channels and stuff like that on cable, whatnot. It's pretty cool. Good fights to see. I saw Ben Rothwell fight M1 Global. It was something like this in 2006 or something, or 2007 match. M1 Global. So we're watching really, really old M1 Global fights on, I think it was maybe HDNet. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly, but it was. Fedor is M1 Global's last hope. M1 Global is not going to put Fedor in harm's way. They're going to get him a safe fight. They're going to get him somebody that they've got a pretty damn good idea he's going to beat him. and it's going to be a guy in the 185 range that probably doesn't have a huge name. Not necessarily a 185 range. Could be a big guy too. Could be a heavyweight, whatever. Fedor's a heavyweight. Just plain and simple. He could go down 205 if he wanted, but he's been heavyweight the whole time, and this is like I said, man, I'm not ragging on Fedor. Fedor's had an amazing career, and for the last whatever it is, 12 years, 13 years, he's had the best run of anybody. Better run than anybody. Hats off to the guy, man. Hats off. But you know what? I think it's time to sit down, man. Time to let go of M1 Global. You know what I mean? You don't need to hang on to these guys, or whether you're good friends and you want to help your buddy's company or whatever. Maybe he just loves it and he wants to keep fighting. Maybe that's what it is. Who knows? But you know what? Maybe a family member, somebody close to him, needs to step in and say, you know what, dude, give this shit up. You don't need to keep fighting, man. You can keep training. Bring some of these younger guys up. You know what I mean? Train some of these younger guys. I don't know. Just my thoughts. I'm just throwing them out there. But I don't think Fedor Emelianenko is going to get a notable fight anytime soon. And I don't think he's going to get any notable fight that he's going to win because of the abuse over the years. I just don't see it, man. I don't see it. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not ragging on the guy. This is not a Fedor bashing video. It's actually more of a Fedor respect video, and I don't care for what M1 Global has done in terms of Fedor. Other than that, I think M1 Global could probably put on a pretty sweet show. Probably some cool fights. You know what? What they've done with Fedor? Bullshit. Bullshit. I think they've steered him in the wrong direction the entire fucking time, and that's just my opinion, though. So, thanks for watching. LegalElbowRadio.com. My first channel is MMA Breakdown on YouTube. I'm also Legal Elbow Radio on Facebook. So head over there, check that out, join up, talk some MMA with us. We'll see you there, man. Take care, guys. Thanks. Have a beer for me.